Hey everyone, welcome back to Thomann Brass and Winds. My name is Felix and today we're doing something special. We're taking a full tour through the wide range of Schagerl B flat trumpets, from the solid and reliable Academica series all the way up to the artist and signature models that were developed with some serious big names. We'll talk about construction, materials, sound concepts, and most importantly, who each horn is really for. Because at the end of the day, specs are nice, but how a trumpet makes you feel when you play it, that's what really matters. So let's start at the beginning. The TR421L is a beautifully straightforward entry into the Schagerl world. With its 11.68mm bore and 123mm brass bell, it offers a very balanced resistance that makes it easy to control without ever feeling stuffy. The gold brass lead pipe adds a touch of warmth to the sound, giving it a slightly rounder character than you might expect from an entry-oriented instrument. The response is immediate, the Monel valves are smooth and reliable, and the classic lacquer finish keeps everything feeling traditional and clean. It's the kind of trumpet that doesn't fight you, it supports you. For advancing students or ambitious beginners, this is a confident starting point that doesn't feel like a compromise. Moving to the TR600S, you'll immediately notice a slightly more centered and refined character. It shares the same bore size and bell diameter as the 421L, but the silver-plated finish changes the playing experience in a subtle but noticeable way. The articulation feels a bit more direct and the projection has a little bit more shimmer to it. The yellow brass lead pipe gives it a stable core, while the combination of brass inner slides and nickel-silver outer slides enhance durability and response clarity. This is a horn for players who want something that feels a bit more serious. Something that says, yes, I practice, without saying, I've sold my car for this trumpet. The TR610L builds on that foundation and introduces a gold brass lead pipe, which immediately softens and enriches the tonal character. You still get the 11.68mm bore and 123mm bell, so the overall resistance feels familiar, but the sound opens up just a bit more and gains a smoothness in the upper register. With its lacquer finish and reinforced main tuning slide, it feels stable and confident in the hands. This is where the Academica series starts stepping up into serious territory. It works beautifully for dedicated students, advanced youth orchestra players, and anyone who wants warmth without losing clarity. Now things get interesting with the TR620L. The jump to a 127mm gold brass bell changes the character quite noticeably. The sound spreads a bit more, the projection feels broader, and there's a deeper cushion underneath the tone. You still have the same comfortable bore size and smooth valve action, but the larger bell adds more orchestral color. It feels mature and confident, almost like the trumpet equivalent of standing up a little straighter. If you're looking for something that can carry more air and fill more space, this model delivers without becoming difficult to control. The JM1L from the Signature series is a trumpet that immediately feels focused and refined. With its 11.68mm bore and a generous 127mm gold brass bell, it combines clarity with a beautifully carrying brilliance. The reversed lead pipe design plays a big role here, allowing for a slightly freer airflow and a very natural response right from the first note. Intonation is one of the standout qualities of this model. It feels stable and predictable across the registers, which gives you confidence in both solo and ensemble settings. The gold brass lead pipe enhances warmth, while the nickel silver outer slides add a bit of structural definition to the feel. The attack is clean, the projection is effortless, and the overall impression is elegant rather than aggressive. It's the kind of trumpet that doesn't shout for attention, it earns it. If the JM1L feels refined, the JM1XL turns up the intensity. The key difference here is the larger 11.82mm bore, and you can feel that immediately. There's more openness, more air movement, and ultimately more power available when you lean into it. The 127mm gold brass bell keeps the tonal core rich and brilliant, but the increased bore size allows for a bigger, broader sound with impressive headroom. The reversed lead pipe maintains that easy response, so even with the added power potential, it never feels overwhelming. It simply gives you more room to expand. So if you're a player who likes to push dynamics or fill larger spaces, or just enjoy the feeling of unrestricted airflow, this model gives you exactly that, and maybe a little grin along the way. The JM2L carries the Signature series DNA even further and was developed with the guidance of James Morrison himself. At first glance, the specs seem familiar: 11.68mm bore, 127mm gold brass bell, but the real magic lies in the double-walled gold brass lead pipe construction. With gold brass on the inside and nickel silver on the outside, the response feels exceptionally stable while maintaining warmth and depth. The use of nickel silver for both inner and outer slides contribute to a very precise and centered feel. Slotting is secure, articulation is defined, and the overall tone carries a strong core that stays consistent even at higher volumes. There's a sense of authority in the sound. Not forced, not edgy, just confident and mature. It feels like an instrument designed by someone who truly understands what it means to perform on the world's biggest stages. Developed together with the legendary multi-instrumentalist James Morrison, this model reflects a performance mindset. The 123mm gold brass bell and medium-large bore create a powerful yet controlled sound, and the 0.5mm wall thickness keeps everything responsive. The GP version takes that design and dresses it in gold. Visually, it's stunning. Tonally, the gold finish gives the response a slightly softer edge compared to silver plating, adding a subtle smoothness to the attack. It feels luxurious without losing its performance focus. If you want something that looks extraordinary under stage lights and still delivers precision and power, this is it. It's hard not to smile when holding this instrument. The Mnozil Brass signature model brings a larger 126mm gold brass bell into play, giving it a wide, dark and expansive tonal footprint. The double-walled lead pipe adds stability and density to the sound, helping maintain a strong core even at high dynamic levels. It feels built for projection and endurance, designed to carry across large halls and outdoor stages. The response remains controlled, but there's a sense of scale here. This trumpet likes space. The Thomann model stands out visually with its brushed nickel-silver accents and the vintage-style lacquer. The 127mm gold brass bell gives it a broad tonal base, while the gold brass lead pipe maintains warmth and smooth airflow. It balances boutique aesthetics with practical performance. The articulation feels clear, the projection is open, and the overall design has a charming individuality. It's the kind of instrument that turns heads before you even play a note, and then keeps the attention once you do. That's the lineup. From foundational student instruments to artist-developed performance machines, there's a clear progression in materials, tonal concepts and personality. The best trumpet is always the one that fits your ear, your embouchure and your musical voice. Specs guide you, but playing decides. So, if you'd like to compare specific models, feel free to come visit us at Thomann Music Store. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any more videos like this. See you next time. Bye.